all you beautiful people, and welcome back to Koga's Den with me, David, aka Koga. Today is a special video, because today we are doing a show and tell. I'm going to go through all my snakes and talk about how I got them. Also, I got my shirt, my first shirt for the channel. I'm so happy about it. Oh, but yeah, today we're going to do a show and tell. I'm going to show and tell you the stories of how I got each snake. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so I'm gonna go in order on, well, the order of when I got the snakes. So the first snake I got that I have right now, you think I gotta be specific on that because I've had a lot of snakes in my life. But the first snake I got that I have right now will be Pixie. And I got her last year. She's a Mojave ball python. And she's the sweetest thing. I got her at my first reptile show. And that was just extremely fun. I know y'all are probably wondering, oh, you've dealt with snakes for so many years. How is that your first reptile show? Well, most of my snakes I've gotten from friends and relatives and rescues and stuff growing up. And others I've gotten from pet stores. But here lately, I've been going to reptile shows, and then I got Lucy off of Morph Market. Y'all seen that. But yeah, Pixie was my first reptile show. And she's also the first morph that I ever got. Because when I was growing up, all our snakes that we had were all just normals. You know, normal red-tailed boa, normal California king snake, normal copperhead, normal garter snake. It was all just normals. But I just recently, well, not just recently found out about the morphs, just recently started buying the morphs. Because, well, let's face it, they got some pretty colors. And whenever I went and got her, I already knew I was going to get a snake that day. Because that was the first reptile show I'd ever been to. But as you see, she is just sweet, never misses a meal. She is my only ball python that doesn't ever give me problems eating. Because ball pythons sometimes will go on hunger strikes. But she doesn't do that. Like I said, she's never missed a meal. Not once has she ever decided she didn't want to eat. And I feed all my snakes frozen thawed. Which I will show y'all. I am going to do a video. A feeding video. But it's going to be more of an educational feeding video. But yes, this is Pixie, you guys. And she's my sweetheart. Yes. The next snake, well, let's get to that. The next snake that I got was, once again, from another reptile show. And that would be my pretty baby Starfire. But she is a Firefly Orange Dream Yellow Belly. And I got her, once again, from another reptile show, like I said. But from this guy, Jay, they got some JOP morphs is one that y'all are definitely going to have to look up if you're looking for a snake. He has some beautiful snakes. And as you can see, Starfire is one of those beautiful snakes. Now she's gotten, her colors have dulled out a little bit. since I've got her. Like her black is more of a dark brown now, and her yellow is more of a like duller gold. So I really can't wait to see what she looks like whenever she gets bigger. I got her just a few months ago, actually, in June, and she was a spicy noodle when I first got her. She can still be a spicy noodle from time to time, but for the most part, once I get her out and settled down, she's pretty good. She's pretty chill. She's just a bit nervous. I'm trying to get her out of that. I haven't broke her of the nervousness of touching her head yet. I'm trying to, but she's just more nervous than the other snakes I've had. But we'll get there. Yeah, so we'll get there. Ain't that right? Oh. But she's still a sweet snake. She's still my youngest snake, actually. And it's crazy because she's thicker than Lucy, but he's a lot longer. And that just shows, difference in snakes, snake breeds, colubrids, and stuff like that. Just constrictors definitely always have that thicker body mass. We'll talk about that in another video. For now, we're talking about the snakes. Pretty snakes, and where I got them. But yes, this is Starfire, and like I said, I got her just a couple months ago. And she is definitely one of those that gives me a problem eating. She's gone on so many hunger strikes just since I've gotten her. I know it's only been a couple months, but she'll eat, then she'll go 2 weeks without eating. And then she'll eat for like 2-3 weeks, and then she'll go 2 weeks without eating. But I think I finally got her figured out why or what she likes best, because I'm noticing she's a picky eater. Because like I've said in other videos, I take my snakes out and feed them in other containers. For one, multiple reasons. One, I don't want them eating substrate, because that's just the repti chip. It doesn't seem good, It could definitely damage the insides. So I don't want them eating that. But she's kind of forced my hand, and the last time I fed her in her tank. And it was weird because she went after the rat instantly. Like, instantly. Well, mouse. Because she's way too small for a rat. Yes, this is Starfire, you guys. My beautiful firefly. Oh. Who's a pretty girl? So, let's on to the next one. Next snake is my lovely Chunk, which I got on my birthday this year. And funny thing about him is, well, I was going to go to a reptile show, and turned out that there wasn't a reptile show that day. It said it online that there was. I was planning for like a month ahead of time, and me and a couple friends went. No reptile show. We were assuming it was a scam because there was a place where you could buy tickets online for this reptile show that didn't exist. So that was wild. But we ended up going, since there was no reptile show, I was still wanting a snake. It was my birthday. So still ended up going and getting. I called Jay and was gonna get a snake from him, but then my friends that I was with, one of them mentioned a reptile rehoming rescue that she knew about, and I was like, well, let's go there, because I mean I've rehomed reptiles before, so that wasn't going to be a problem. And we found this guy, which she said he was a fireball python, but I don't know. He's still a sweetheart. He is absolutely sweet. To be a rescue, he is just absolutely loving. You can definitely see the head stamp, or the stamp on his head. Oh, I know, buddy. But yeah, that was a funny day because I was worried I wasn't going to get a snake. And then when we got to the rescue place, rehoming, I don't even know exactly what you would call that, but they had a few of them. They had an inchy, I can't even remember what all they had there for the rehoming. But I was holding him, and he was just so sweet. Instantly made me fall in love. So I was like, yeah, this will be the snake I'm taking home. And he had a little bit of scarring on his back, but now after that last shed, I can't even see it. And he gives me some troubles sometimes on feeding, not too often. But I think that's just because he was solely based on a live rat diet, and like I said, I'd feed all of my snakes frozen thawed, so I had to transfer him over to the frozen thawed diet, and that was a bit of a task. But we got him on it. He's eating, and he's also my oldest. And when I got him, it was like a cracked eye cap, and that had me real worried about him. But once again, that was another thing that cleared up perfectly fine after that first shed. And now he's in a loving home. Yes. Yeah, I gotta say, I love this snake. He ain't got the wild colors like all my other snakes, but he's a sweetheart. Really docile. Yeah. See, I can pet him on his chin. He's just a sweet snake. And that is Chunk, you guys, and the story of how I got him. That lady did. She, like I said, she had a few pretty more. So I'm pretty sure she had the banana. She had an inchy. Uh, they had a spider, but I don't think it was for rehoming because they had some of their own reptiles there as well. Which they had this beautiful red tail, and they also had a beautiful Mojave that was full grown. And that, oh, I'm happy to see that because now I get to look forward to Pixie getting bigger. But yeah, these are my snakies, and those were the stories on how I got them. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about some dream snakes that I want. Like, that I will have in the future. Now, first we got to get get everything together, But non-venomous wise, my dream snake that I will be getting is a white-lipped python. Now I don't know if I want the southern or the northern. Southern gets longer and bigger than the northern, but I mean, they're either way. They're both beautiful snakes. Like they have this rainbow iridescence look to them. I would show you a picture, but I don't want to get you know in trouble for no copyright and Google stuff. So y'all can go ahead and Google it. It's the white-lipped python, also known as the Diabris python. I'll put that on the screen somewhere. But that is my dream non-venomous snake. And then eventually I will have some venomous snakes as well. I know y'all are probably thinking, that's crazy. But I mean, I've been handling these snakes since I was 7. 7. That's when I picked up my first copperhead. My mom didn't like it. I love you, mama. But she didn't like it, of course. I mean, I've always been like that ever since, I first watched Steve Irwin and Jeff Corwin. Those were the people I looked up to. I've always loved these animals. So, yes, I will own another venomous snake. I've owned one before, but I will own another. It's just right now I got little kids running around, and I don't really have the proper enclosure for a copperhead or a insularis. And those are my dream venomous snakes. They're not as venomous as rattlesnakes or king cobras or anything like that, but I'm not after them. I don't want them because of their venom potency or anything. No, these are beautiful snakes that I've always found absolutely gorgeous. And copperheads, I've worked with copperheads a lot. I've had to move copperheads from people's houses several times because, I mean, people, of course, they get scared of snakes. And a lot of people don't want them around their house. They're chickens or something like that. So, oh, sorry, buddy. Did my beard touch your face? But yes, a copperhead and a blue insularis. Those are the 2 venomous snakes, dream snakes of mine. And like I said, I would show y'all, but I'm not going to put the pictures on the screen because I don't want copyright. I don't want to get in trouble for that. But these are my snake tails. Pun intended. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And I will see y'all guys next time.